So 6 months ago in my life, I decided to quit sugar, processed food, and the modern diet. And my life changed. And my eyes were opened to the truth about what is really going on with what we consume and what we eat. And I found that everything we consume, food in this case, is designed to keep us weak. And most people don't even realise what's going on. And the problem with the modern diet is most food is engineered for addiction, to keep you hooked, to keep you coming back. Not for nourishment, not for nutrition, to actually fuel you correctly, but to keep you addicted, like drugs, right? High on natural sugars, high on natural amounts of carbs, high amounts of artificial flavours, right? They cause dopamine spikes. They cause crashes in your mood, which keeps you weak. And the core issue here isn't just our food, it's the suppliers, right? Our food is not made for health, it's made for profit. They're not trying to feed us, they're trying to control us, to keep us weak, right? Because if they control what we eat, and everything we eat has bad effects towards us, negatively affects our lives, keeps us in line, keeps us weak, they can control us and they can earn even more money. Because all these negative effects, which links to eating a modern day diet, chronic fatigue, brain fog, lower testosterone, we see that in most men these days, right? And it's all because of the food we consume. They do this purposefully. They want to keep us weak because then we listen, we stay in line. Weight gain, insulin resistance, I can go on, right? But what do these things all link back to? Weakness. And the reason why most people can't quit the modern diet is because the foods we have, they're convenient and easy to access. You can go to the shop and buy whatever to satisfy your needs. And they're hyper palatable, right? They satisfy your needs. They taste good, they make you feel good. Sugar and carbs hit the same dopamine receptors as hard drugs. That should open your eyes enough, right? And the thing is with food which is easy to access, which is tasty or tastes nice to us, it's its comfort. It's an emotional escape. When you find yourself sad, emotional, you always look to, what food can I eat? Right? Food is now being seen as leisure or comfort, something to enjoy. Go and eat whatever. Go and consume whatever. Don't care about your health. As long as it makes you feel good, as long as you're happy doing it, it's all okay. They want you hooked because hooked people are predictable, and predictable people are profitable. The more you're hooked, the more you keep coming back to eat whatever, the more money these industries are making, right? So what happened when I quit the modern diet, sugar, just shit food in general, food that we shouldn't be consuming? Mental clarity increased, energy levels stabilized, no random crashes, headaches, tiredness. I used to suffer with really bad headaches very, very often. It used to be a common thing for me to have these bad headaches, take some paracetamol, have the pain all go away, and then the next day, bad headache, or I'd feel sick a lot, right? And then I switched my diet, these things went away. I can't remember the last time I had a headache, genuinely, right? That's no coincidence. Strength and recovery improved. Mental stability, right? The way in which I've become stoic and the way I've been able to control my emotions based on not having these random spikes and crashes of dopamine, I can now control my fulfillment, control my happiness, control my emotions. Less anxiety and mood swings. Everything changed. I didn't realise how fogged up I was until I changed. What felt like 100% of living to me, true living, was only my 20%. When I was eating that diet, consuming those things, I felt that was just life, like me feeling tired or me having these headaches, like it's just part of life. And I realised that, no, it's a product of everything I'm consuming, everything I'm doing, right? So once I changed this, there was no coincidence to why I felt better, why things changed, why I started to move with energy, speak with energy, and act and live with 100%. So how do you quit the modern diet and rebuild? Eliminate sugar, the modern diet and processed foods in general. No balance, no moderation, cut it completely out. Switch to whole, single ingredient foods, natural organic produce, real food, grass-fed beef, eggs, raw honey, raw dairy products, all natural produce. Take a moment to actually learn, to search and research properly deep into natural foods and the diet and the sort of meals you could have. And I am not delusional. I have made this change for myself in my life, so I understand withdrawal is common. It's going to happen. The first 2 weeks are the hardest, but clarity and strength follows. And the fact that it is so hard to quit these foods, the fact that when we switch over to a natural diet we just don't have that excitement about food anymore, is an eye-opener, right? It shouldn't be that way. We shouldn't have this crazy addiction to where we try and quit it, we can't quit it. We're so hooked. That should be an eye-opener. The same as which with smoking or drugs or alcohol, right? It's just another bad habit. Food has now become this same thing. Prepare for social pressure. I've had people question, why are you eating these meals? Why have you switched? Should be quite common, right? We now see, as a society, we see eating good food and real food as just dieting, trying to lose weight. It's not, it's a lifestyle. And ever since changing my diet over, I've always used the analogy as, see food as fuel, not leisure. It's not just there to be enjoyed, to be taken in. It's there to be used as fuel, and you should be fueling yourself correctly so you feel good and you're at peak performance. And although it's hard, you must do it. You must make this change, because not only is it having this damaging toll on your physical appearance, your actual health inside you, but also your psychological. Right, when you keep allowing yourself to eat this diet, you're not only having crashes, you're not only having all these negatives listed and many much more that you could go and research for yourself. It's affecting up here. It's keeping you weak. It's keeping you dialed in on comfort, right? So quitting this diet isn't just about uncovering the truth, feeling better. It's about breaking the weakness within you, that cycle of allowing yourself to do bad habits. It's finally time to break one of the biggest of all, one of the most important of all, one of the most overlooked of all, which is the food we consume. So I promise you, if you succumb to the realization of this, to accept the truth and to actually make a change, your life will change for the better in ways you can even imagine experiencing or feeling. To stop fueling weakness and being a victim to all these companies who are feeding you this and who are selling this. Stop allowing it to happen, and instead start fueling strength. And once you do that, your life changes for the better.